Hello, violin, viola, cello, and bass people. Line number 79, 70, my eyes are failing me, 70 hot cross buns is what we're on right now. Now, just above that, they have tempo marking definitions. You could read those and figure out what they mean. What I want to mention about is this. When you practice songs, right, let's say it says allegro, which means, kind of fast, right? Don't practice it fast at first. Practice it at whatever tempo you could do. I always recommend for students to play slower rather than faster, because slower will allow you to be able to figure out, what your fingerings are, what your notes are, what your counting is, and rhythm and everything. All right, so tempo, once you master a piece of music, then you can start, upping the tempo if it says allegro, or slowing it down if it says, andante. All right, so that's allegro, moderato, and andante, Italian words. Okay, time for hot cross buns. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a rhythm rap out of this one. All right, so what you do is you look at those notes, and we're going to say the rhythm and shadow bow it. All right, so here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. All right? Okay, so that's the first step, is to shadow bow and to count it. You may want to break it down into smaller sections, like 2 measures at a time. All right? That's certainly fine to do, and that way there you can make sure that you kind of get the notes going. Now, as a matter of fact, right now, let's name the notes for the first 2 measures. All right? If you're unsure, pause the video and back up and look them up. Okay, so we should have F sharp, E, D, rest, F sharp, E, D, rest. All right? So that's the first 2 measures. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pretty easy, right? You want to be able to say the counting while you do that, because that's going to really help you with this next part, because now we have the notes for the next 2 measures. And again, if you're not sure, just pause it. All right? And so you should have D, 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 E, 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 F sharp, E, D, rest. All right? And so then what you would do is, now once you can do that, you want to be able to say it and put your fingers down, then you're going to play it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and if you're doing the repeat, you lift your bow and then start over from the beginning. All right? All right, have fun with number 70.